Oatman is best known for its beloved burros, small donkeys descended from miners' beasts of burden. The town is home to more burros than people, and it's not unusual to see dozens of donkeys in Oatman wandering the main drag, sticking their heads through the rails along the wood-plank sidewalks, nudging people for treats and otherwise delighting visitors. The burro has become such an integral part of Oatman's identity that the town now plays host to an annual burro biscuit toss, where residents and visitors alike compete to see who can throw a dried-out, gold-painted burro dropping the farthest. With the Black Mountains rising all around it, Oatman is surrounded by sharp-toothed ridges and forbidding rock formations. If you take Route 66 in either direction from town, you'll be greeted by a plethora of otherworldly views. Watch for Thimble Mountain to the west and Elephant's Tooth to the east. If you have time to venture even farther afield, continue south on Route 66 for another 25 miles or so. The drive will take you through Joshua tree-dotted ridges and needle-topped peaks before arriving at the marshy banks of the Colorado River. Running right through the middle of Oatman is a stretch of the historic Route 66, the famous road that was the main highway route across the United States from the 1920s through the 1950s. And don't forget to pick up a souvenir or two. From biker gear and mining memorabilia to donkey puppets and southwestern art, you can find it all in the shops that line the town's main drag. The town of Oatman gets its name from Olive Oatman, and boy, did she have a story that puts any modern travel mishap to shame. Back in 1850, she was taken in by the Yavapai tribe in Arizona, spent 5 years with them, was passed along to another local group, and finally got back to her family in 1855 right near where the town would later pop up. Let's just say her road trip was way more eventful than getting stuck behind a slow caravan. Oatman started out as your classic rough-and-tumble mining camp after prospector Johnny Moss struck gold in the Black Mountains in 1863. For the next 50 years, mining was like a roller coaster, up 1 minute, down the next, wondering if you'd strike it rich or just end up with a sore back and empty pockets. Then 1915 rolled around, the Tom Reed mine opened up, and they hit a cool $10 million worth of gold. Suddenly everyone was walking around like they'd found the world's biggest lottery ticket. The good times rolled until 1941, when the US joined World War II. Uncle Sam tapped the miners on the shoulder and said, "Sorry folks, put down the gold pans, we've got other minerals to dig up for the war effort." For a solid decade though, Oatman's mines were basically the West's version of a gold ATM, churning out more of the shiny stuff than almost anyone else around. All that digging added up to a whopping $40 million back then, which works out to about $2.6 billion today. That's enough to buy every cowboy hat, pair of boots, and neon sign you could ever want. Once the gold rush wound down, the locals didn't just pack up and leave. They looked at the famous Route 66 rolling right past their door and thought, why not show folks a good time instead? And that's how Oatman traded pickaxes for postcards. If there's one spot in Oatman that's seen more drama than a soap opera, it's this legendary hotel. Built way back in 1902 from good old adobe, this two-story gem played host to everyone from dust-caked miners with pockets full of dreams to Hollywood glitterati dripping with glamour. The biggest celebrity flex? None other than Clark Gable and Carole Lombard, who picked this very spot for their honeymoon after tying the knot down the road in Kingman. That honeymoon suite is still the hotel's rock star attraction, and word on the street is the happy couple never actually checked out. Folks swear their spirits are still lingering, treating the place like an eternal holiday home, joined by other guests who just couldn't bear to say goodbye. Locals say you'll often catch whispers and giggles drifting through empty rooms. Turns out even ghosts love a good hotel stay more than a bad Airbnb.
No, we didn't go that far. I don't think there's any signs of Oatman. Oh, sorry. There's a place up there as well. Ice cold lemonade. Ice cold lemonade.
Oh, the baby.
Uh-huh. That's annoying. Don't have to do that. Oh, fight. Are you going to that one, or are you going over the side, or are you just staying down here and go as far as the rest is and come back? Oh, they're not happy, are they? Oh, it's a car coming. Yeah. Should we go in here? Yeah. Oh, no, you can't. Well, no, unless you get past all the cones. Don't need jerky, do we? Old time photos, don't want that, no. No, go in here. No, go in here. That's nice. Oh, okay, maybe. Oh dear. Oatman 66. There might have something in there. Oh, look at both there. Right. Yeah, no, it's fine though, isn't it? Yeah.